Okay. Hello, students. Whether my screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, good morning to all. This is our first lecture related to Java programming. Okay. I think many of you are very curious about Java. So first, the basic part which is required related to our subject. Okay.
Ma'am, voice is
Now,
breaking in between.
okay, just a minute. Now am I audible properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Whenever you will feel that my voice is not correct or it's breaking or my screen is not visible, just interrupt me and you can see it. Okay. So first I welcome you in our subject, the Java program. Before starting the syllabus, we will first see what is mean by vision and all this. I think you have already got this statement. Just we will basic and we will move towards our syllabus. First one is the vision of our institute and department. Okay, this is our institute vision and just how to remember it. First,
Hello, ma'am. Again, your voice is.
hello students, I'm audible.
Yes.
I have okay. So this is our institute vision and department vision. You have to remember it because whenever you will complete our course, you should recognize that whether we have achieved the goal of our engineering or not. That's why this vision and mission is kept for department also and institute also. So this is the institute to be nationally recognized amongst the best institute in India for excellence in technical education. Whatever education you are taking in engineering, that comes under as a technical education, and in that you are learning the computer science and engineering, which is the departmental with. Next is the okay. You have already seen for the previous subject, so I will just skip slide for 1 minute and we will applicational objects. Main objectives of program, that is whenever you will complete the 4 years course, you will achieve this 4 years. And come come to engineering. Okay, you have already gone through these slides. Like Whether am I audible? Hello students, whether am I clearly audible?
No, ma'am.
Because I am feeling that I am disconnecting many times. That's why I'm asking. Now it's clearly audible.
Yes, ma'am. Audible.
Okay. Now this is our syllabus. In Java programming, total 7 chapters are there. Today I will just brief out you what are the chapters are there for your syllabus and how our flow is there for learning the Java. First chapter is basics of Java and string in Java. Okay, this one first portion is the basics. Okay, typecasting. Okay, this comes under the basics. This complete part comes under the basic. And in that, first we will see how to install it and how to implement the first program. Okay, just go through it. I will explain. Okay, so first, we will see how to install the Java, what is mean by Java runtime environment, then conversions related to Java. Okay, because we have already run different data types. What is mean by variable in the C and C++. Basic part is one and the same. Only some changes are there whenever you are declaring the data types. Okay, means whatever memory allocated for that particular data type is get some changed in the Java. We will see one by one whenever we are learning. Then control flow statements. You have already used if else, else if ladder, then switch cases, while, do while. All these loops are available in this Java also, but there are some changes in the syntax. Means in for loop, you know for loop, but in Java there are a different types of for loops are available. Okay, in that break statements are there, continue statements are there. With the help of these statements we can utilize the for loop very nicely whenever we are creating different programs in the different logics. Okay, so this we will see in the first chapter only, and after that how to take a input from user, how to print the output to user. Likewise, all these structures we will see in the Java. Then you have already seen the type conversions. Yes, am I right? Have you seen the type conversions in the OOPS? Yes, students? Anybody? Don't describe it. Just tell me whether you have seen it or not. Type conversions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that type of a type conversion we have to use in Java also, but some syntax are there we have to utilize it. Then operators. And before starting our actual syllabus, I want to say something related to your interviews. Okay, in interviews, first 3 chapters are very important. Okay, what are first 3 chapters are there that are very important? Just a minute, students. Sorry for interruption. I want to focus for first 3 chapters in the Java, because whenever you will go for interviews, then these 3 chapters are very important. Because first I will describe you why these are the importance. In that, you can see here naming conventions, but from this variables, operators, expressions, statements, up to this one, arrays. Okay, these points are very important as per the interview perspective, because in operators, different types of operators already you have seen in C and C++, but we have to enhance the view of operators in the Java programming, because swapping concepts are there. Whether you have done any program related to swapping? Yes, just tell me whether you have done swapping program.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you know it. But I want to ask one question to you about whether you can do this swapping with the help of a two variables. Anybody? Have you implemented such a program? Normally, you have used the 3 variables to swap the values. Can you implement with the help of a 2 variables? Anybody has tried this program? Just tell me yes or no. We will do it. Means whenever we are learning this process, we will implement such a programs also. Okay, let it be. Whenever we will learn the operator at that time, I will show you how to implement the such a programs with the help of a 2 operators only. Likewise, expression concept is there. You have already learned the theory of computation. Okay, in that we have learned the different types of finite automata. For that we have generated regular expressions, right? So that regular expression we can generate with the help of a Java program. We will learn this concept in this expression point. Okay, so you can design your own password, system generated password with the help of these expressions. Okay, so we will see such a types of programs in this point. Then the statements are the normal, like we are using for the information. Okay, you have already used in the C and C++ with the help of a 2/. Okay, same concept is there, but here we can add the multi-line statements also. We will see at that time. Then blocks. Okay, control flow statements. Just now I have informed you about different types of loops are already available. We have to use it in the format of a Java. Then input output. These are the very easy concept. At that time we will see it. Data types, arrays. Now important concept is the array. Okay, many of questions are asked with the help of a array in the time of a interview. Okay, so you have to focus it on the array while learning it. We will solve much more examples or programs based on the array, so you will get familiar with it. Okay, then typecasting is there. Very few questions are there related to typecasting at the time of an interview or at the time of a POE. Then fundamental. Now, this fundamental part is very important for your interviews. It may ask in the Java with the help of a Python or with the help of a OOPS, whatever it may be. Just you have to use one language and accordingly you have to solve it. But mostly they will ask based on the Java, because here multi type of a string methods and string classes are available. You have to use it. Okay, just I will give one example. Suppose I have one sentence and I have to fetch out a particular word from that sentence. Okay, in that case, you can use this string class and string methods. If I want to reverse the strings, then I want to find out the palindromes. Okay, you know the palindromes, because we have solved more examples in the talks also related to palindrome. Are you remembering that? Yes, palindrome. Okay, so same pattern you can implement with the help of a Java and string class methods. Okay, so we will see such examples in this chapter. Now, next concept is the introduction of OOPS, that is object oriented programming. This is the core of our Java. Okay, this is the main part or core part of our Java, because you have to create the folders. In that folders, different programs are there. You have to make a linking of those programs. For that purpose, you need the objects and classes. Uh, Already you know about the objects, but you have to use this object in the different manner to obtain or to achieve the OOPS part, that is object oriented programming. Okay, so all these concepts we will see one by one whenever we are studying this chapter. Out of that, this nested classes, packages, wrapper classes, and these four pillars of OOPS, that is the abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. These are the very important concept in the Java, and this is the core part of a Java, because these four concepts are called as the pillars of a Java. These four concepts are called as the pillars of a Java. In that also different types are there, but we will see whenever we are going through these points. Just I want to brief you which points are there in which chapters. Next one, exception and error handling. Next one is a exception and error handling. Have you seen the exception in this OOPS C++? Yes,
Yes.
students. Okay, can you give me some examples related to exception?
Input output exception divided by zero exception.
Correct. Any other?
Overflow.
Yes. Right, correct. Array out of bound exception. Have you seen such an exception? Okay.
Yes.
We will see such an exception as well as user defined exception. Have you created any program related to user defined exception? Okay, so we will create our own examples for the exception. We will see at that time. Just I want to give you some introduction. Then error handling. Some inbuilt errors are there. It means now I am talking with you, right? I am talking with you. I have connected my headphone to my mobile. Mm, I have connected my headphone to my mobile phone, and with the help of that, I am talking with you. But sometimes it may happen that my headphone will not be connected to my mobile. In that case, it will generate the error. Okay, suppose I want to connect my headphone to desktop, means machine or CPU. If in that case my port is not working properly, at that time it generates the error. Am I right? Have you faced such errors while using your laptops or machines? Yes, students. Have you seen such a types of errors?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So we have to handle these errors with the help of a Java program. Okay, we have to handle such a types of errors with the help of a Java program. Suppose I have created one file. That file is present in the D drive, and I want to access it in my program. But that file is having some errors has happened with that file. Means I have forgot to save it, or while saving I have made some mistakes in that file, and due to that this file is not opening properly. At that time it generate the error. Okay, so we have to handle such a types of errors in this error handling concept. And basic IO. Basic IO is nothing but how to take the byte stream, character stream. What is meant by stream? We will see it. Stream is nothing but a group of values or group of inputs. Okay, we will see at that time detail how what is meant by stream, how to use it, how to fetch it, likewise. And in same fashion, file handling is there. And here you can see this point, JUnit testing framework. This point is completely related to testing. This is not automation testing. This is a point of a manual testing. With the when you will learn this JUnit testing manually, then you can switch to automation testing directly, because you should know the concept how to test your program. If you will able to test the program manually, then you can jump to automation testing also. Okay, so these are the points present in the third chapter. Then Java collection. Sorry. Next one is the Java collection. Okay. Just a minute. I am not finding out the next slides. Okay. First, this one is the Java collection. In that searching, sorting, then different types of comparable comparator interfaces, then list, map, set. Because you have already seen in the data structure, we have to implement it with the help of a Java. Okay. These are the first 4 chapters. Actually, that slide is not visible over here. Just a minute. I will try to open it once again. Actually, next 3 chapters are based on the database, means JDBC connection. Actually, that slide is not visible over here. Just a minute. I will send on your group also. But before sending it, I want to just describe over here. Last 3 chapters are based on multi-threading and networking. 5th chapter is based on the multi-threading and networking. 6th chapter is completely based on the GUI programming. How to design a forms, because you have already seen how to design a login. Okay, before that, many of you have registered for the GATE examination. Am I right? Yes, students, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
right. So at that time, you have seen the one form. In that, you have first done the registration, and then you got one login ID and password, right? So for that purpose, they have used the different forms. First one is the register button. With the help of a register button, you have shifted to that page whether you want to register. In that, you have filled your details, and after that you got one mail for the verification, and through that you done your registration first, and after that you got the login ID password. Okay, for that purpose you have again new page. In that, only 2 fields are there, login ID and password, and one button is there, sign in. And if you have already signed in, then you will have one button as a sign out. Okay, or login logout likewise. So we have to design such a forms with the help of a Java. For that, you will require the GUI programming. How to design a button, how to design a text field, then scrolling buttons, likewise check boxes are there, round boxes are there. So you can design your own forms with the help of a GUI programming. Okay, anybody have learned this part previously in any language? ह्याच्या आधी कुणी GUI डिझाईन केलेला आहे का आधी कुठला लँग्वेज यूज करून? सी किंवा C++? Okay, let it be. At that time, I will describe you how to design all these concepts with the help of a Java. Then multi-threading, networking. Through that, you can design a client server or socket programming, because you have already seen in the computer networks what is mean by client server programming. We will see all this concept in the 5th chapter. 6th one is the GUI programming, and 7th one is the JDBC, Java Database Connectivity. Already you have started to learn the database. Now, what is our task? We have to connect our database with the Java program so that you can implement the different forms and you can save your data in the database. Means whenever you are making the login, whatever values you are inserting for the registration, it may be first name, middle name, last name, that all values are get saved in the database. And whenever you want to make a login, at that time these values are fetched for the verification, and if that values are matched, you can get a successful message as a you have logged successfully. And whenever you will log out, that data is remain present in the database, but right now you have come back to that page. So all this process we will see in the last chapter, that is the 7th one. So this is the brief idea of about Java. Are you okay now? Because I have just given you description related to syllabus. Now, okay, now its slide is opening. Okay, Fifth chapter, multi-threading networking, GUI programming, and JDBC. Okay. So this is your syllabus. Then you can refer these books, but my opinion is that you refer this one, head first Java, because this give you complete information about Java. Okay, actually it is very big book, but if you want to go depth, you can use it. Initial time, I will suggest you don't use this book for initial time, because what happen, you are in the learning phase, you directly use this book, then you will get confused. First we will cover in our lecture, and after covering of this point, you can move towards this हेड फर्स्ट जावा. लक्षात येते, आधी आपण सिलेबस मधले पॉइंट्स चेक करायचे. सिलेबस मधला तो पॉइंट झाल्यानंतर मग तुम्हाला डीप मध्ये जायचं असेल तर मग तुम्ही ह्या बुक कडे जाऊ शकता. ओके, this is the very important book. Remaining are also important, but this one is the very important. Okay, you can refer the online tools also, no issues. Next, this is the teaching scheme. We are having 2 lectures and 4 hours practical, but due to online sessions we are conducting it for 2 hours. Whenever we are getting more time, we will do it. Now for Java, ISE is there, but it is of 25 marks, not a 30 marks. Okay, both ISEs are there, but it is of 25 marks, and in your ISE mostly programming questions will be asked. Means statements are given to you and you have to implement it and you have to write in as an answer. Then 25 mark term work is there, and POE is of 50 marks. External is of 50 marks. So total 100 marks are there for Java programming. Okay, so about title of subject. Just now we have seen the Java programming. Java is nothing but one language which is designed by the James Gosling. Okay, and we are learning in the 3rd year. So main idea behind this subject is that you should able to create your programs or implement your programs and achieve your goal for designing of a different projects with the help of a Java. Okay, and importance of subject in the engineering is what you will be able to design a multi pages projects, or if you want to design a app, means in next semester you are having mobile application, that is the MAD, Android based subject. So if you learn this Java, then you can easily generate the apps also, or you can easily generate the web applications with the help of a servlet and Spring also. This is the concept of advanced Java. Right now in your syllabus only core Java is there, and Spring, Hibernate, servlet, all this comes under the advanced Java. So if you learn this subject, you can easily move towards web designing with the help of advanced Java, or you can easily move towards the application with the help of a Android. For both the purpose, you need the core Java. These are the subject outcomes. After completion of your syllabus of Java, you will be able to implement object-oriented programming, then exhibit ability to use runtime libraries. Okay, different libraries are there. You can able to design it. Okay, so this is the brief idea of your syllabus. Right now we have not started any point. Now we will start with the introduction of first chapter, and we will see a simple hello program. Okay, so first I will stop my sharing. Is there any queries related to structure? Should we start our syllabus?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
okay, thank you. So I will stop sharing my screen because I want to show you how to install it. So I will first stop my sharing because I have shared only slides. I want to show you how to install Java. So I will start with very basic point. Just a minute. I will open that file. Now check whether my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now before starting our syllabus, first we will start with the help of a installation of a JDK. JDK it means Java Development Toolkit. Okay, in that JDK as well as JRE, Java Runtime Environment. What is mean by that? How it works? We will see whenever we will start the first chapter. Right now we have not started first chapter. Just we are doing the installation part. Then I will show you how to set it and how to run the first program. And then we will move towards actual programming. Okay, because I want to show its main feature, that is it is a platform independent. Okay, before installation, let it be. I will first install it so you can easily get it. I have already downloaded this JDK file. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just I will stop it because it's not showing complete window, because I want to show you the complete installation process. Okay, now I have just click on the JDK. Now you will get here welcome window. Just you have to next it. After that you will get this window. You have to that select development tools, because you are not changing source code or JRE of that JDK. Source codes is nothing but whatever code is developed for the designing of a JDK, Java Development Toolkit. That if you want to change it, then you have to select the source code. And public JRE, it means there is a one folder called as the Java Runtime Environment. If you want to change, of if you want to add something that you have developed from your side, okay, at that case you have to use the JRE. But right now we are in the first phase, that is the development phase, so we will select the development tools. Then next, just a minute. Okay, so it is saving all these files in the C drive. If you want to change the path according to that, you can change it, but mostly don't change this path. For Eclipse you can change it. Okay, what is the Eclipse, what is the NetBeans, we will see after completion of some points of first chapter. Now it's installing. After installation I will show you how it works. It will take some time or few minutes. And while installing, make sure that whether you are taking the 32-bit file related to JDK or 64-bit, because what happens many of times, you are taking 64-bit file of a JDK and you are installing Eclipse of 32-bit. At that time it cannot match with each other and you cannot do the GUI programming in the Eclipse. Eclipse is a one IDE, okay, that will help you to design it, but JDK is your actual concept. Okay, now this window is get open, so you have to just next जायचंय. Now you will get one message that you have successfully completed your installation. Okay, then just close it. Just close it. Just a minute, I will share my complete screen. Okay, so after installation, you will get that file in the C drive. In C drive, program files. Sorry, this is 32-bit version. So you will get that file in the x86 folder. Program files x86 folder. If you install the 64-bit file, then your Java folder is available in the program files. It's totally depend on which type of a version you are installing. It is of 32-bit or it is of 64-bit according to that. Whenever you are installing 32-bit JDK file, it will be saved in the program files folder. And if you will install, sorry, 1 minute. Once again see it. If you install 32-bit JDK file, it will be saved in this program files x86 folder, and if you installed it of 64-bit, then it will be stored in the program files. It depends on the which type of a version you are installing having byte. Okay, so I will go here. Now you can see Java folder is there. This is related to JDK. Here you will get two files. One is the JDK and one is the JRE. JDK is nothing but Java Development Toolkit. Whatever programs you are implementing, at that time you need to pass this path to implement it. I will describe you why this path is required, how it works like that. And JRE is nothing but Java Runtime Environment. Next one. In that bin folder is there, database folder is there, include files means header files are there, and we have to write it with the help of a hash include. Okay, so you can write, you can use it over here. Then JRE, here also JRE is there, but this JRE is required to convert our data or our program into bytecode. Okay, I will describe you how it works. Just I want to give you why these files are there. And these are the library functions. Different library files are there that are saved in the lib. And in bin, you can see different applications are there. As per our requirement, you can use it in our program. Okay, so this is the information of JDK. This is information of JDK. Now I want to give you one example related to Java program. Okay, how to design it. So first I will write a simple Java program, that is the hello world. That is the hello world. Just a minute, I will stop sharing my screen because I want to open the multiple files. So I want to share it with different screens also. Just a minute. Before starting the program, I want to ask you whether anybody of you have used the command prompt. So I will explain in the first lecture only, so you can easily implement whenever you are trying from your side. Yes, just tell me, anybody of you have already used the command prompt?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. किती जणांनी वापरलेला आहे? ज्यांनी यूज केला असेल त्यांनी चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये टाकता, जेणेकरून मला तो पहिल्यापासून डिस्क्राइब करता येईल. Okay. It means you know what is meant by command prompt. Now, okay. Have you shifted the folders with the
Hello,
help of a
ma'am.
command?
Hello,
Have you
ma'am.
changed? Yes.
Will you explain, ma'am, once again, ma'am, that command prompt? I don't know.
Yes. I will explain because what happened,
Okay.
you are learning online, so you don't know the shortcuts related to command prompt. That's why I'm asking. Because you should familiar with command prompt also, because networking programs are there. At that time, you will need this. For remaining programs, you can use the Eclipse IDE or NetBeans IDE. But for networking programs, you should know how to access the multiple command prompts. That's why I'm asking. Okay, now I will share my screen. Okay. Uh, in the searching means whenever want to search in Windows button means you are having one Windows option in your laptop or in your machine. Just search with the help of a CMD. Okay. तिथं सर्चला तुम्ही फक्त CMD एवढा ऑप्शन टाकला तरी तुम्हाला कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट येईल. Just you have to click it and you have to open it. Now I have opened it. Now what I have to do, I want to move into E drive. Are you able to see this E drive? What I have done, I have created one folder in E drive having name as a Java program, and I want to move inside this folder. I want to move inside this folder. So how to move it? Just see. Your program is your folder is present in E drive. So just write here capital E or you can write small e colon and enter. ओके. मी काय केलं, ई प्रेस केलं, ज्या ड्राईव्हचं नाव आहे त्या ड्राईव्हचं लेटर प्रेस केलं, डबल कोलन सिंगल कोलन दिला आणि मी त्या फोल्डर मध्ये म्हणजेच त्या ड्राईव्ह मध्ये मूव ऑन केलं. Okay, next. Now I want to go inside that folder having name as a Java program. So cd is the command for change directory. लक्षात येतंय? आता आपण E drive मध्ये होतो. Okay, we are in the E drive. Now I want to move inside the folder having name as a Java PGM, Java programs. So I have written here cd space. Now you can use the tab button which is available on your keyboard. Use the tab button, you will get all file names. But my file name is what? Java program. So I will go up to this, I will enter it. Now my command prompt is present in that Java program, and here you have to implement your program of Java. लक्षात येतंय? Any queries? How to jump? And if by mistakenly you have gone through again new folder which is available in that Java program, then you can come back by using cd dot dot, means change directory to back. Okay, again you come back to that folder and you will see upward arrow and downward arrow in your keyboard. So just you have to use the upward direction arrow so you can take the previous statements that you have used. Okay. Now before implementing program, I will write a simple hello program in the text file. First, I have opened the notepad. Okay. What I have done, I have opened the notepad. Here you have to write your program. Here you have to write your program. So I will write a basic program of a Java. Okay, just a minute. I'm writing here. While writing the Java program, first you have to start with just a minute, students. It's somewhat in hang situation. Okay, now see. First, we will create a simple class. Very first program is there, so we will create a class which is a public one. Why we have to use the public? Why not use it? We will see it in later lectures. First, understand what is mean by class. This is our first class. 1 minute, I will increase the size. Is it visible or should I increase it? 1 minute, I will. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first I will create a very simple program having name as a first because this is our first program. Okay, I have created one class, close opening and closing brackets. In that you have to write the main method having name as a public static void main, and in that you have to pass the string arguments. And whenever you are using string data type in Java, you have to write first letter as a capital only for the string. String data type लिहिताना S हे always capital असलं पाहिजे. Okay, just you have to remember this thing. We will go depth in it, but first we will implement the first program. Then I will brief you why we have to write the static, what is mean by these arguments likewise. Okay, in that whenever you want to print something in Java program, you have to use the system.out.println, and in that whatever your data is there that you want to print, you can write. Now I will write here welcome TY students for first lecture. Okay, so this is my simple program. This system is related to input output related strings, and this println is used to print the values ln related to next line. If you write only print, whatever data you will print, it will print continuously on the command prompt. But if you want to print separately in the next line, then you should use the println. Okay, so I will save this file with the help of a class name. Okay, you can save this file with another name if your class is public, but if your class is not public, then you should save your Java file with the help of a class name only. Right now I will save the same name with the help of a same name. Okay, just see, I will save it as, I will save in the same folder only. Are you able to see it? Okay, first dot Java. First.java. You can see at the background also that file is get saved here. Now we have to execute it. Now, whenever you will learn the Java programming, here two ways are there, two different ways are there. First one, interpreter and compiler. Okay. Now, whenever you will save your Java file, it given to compiler, it compile it and it convert your code into bytecode, and that will be saved as a class file dot class. And whenever you want to run it, at that time the interpreter works over here. Okay, we will see in detail how it works. Okay, and if you want to execute this program, then you have to set the path. Which path you have to provide, that we have done in the program files. Okay, up to bin. You have to go inside up to bin folder. तुम्हाला जिथं जावा सेव्ह झालेला आहे सी ड्राईव्ह मध्ये प्रोग्राम फाइल्स मध्ये जावा जेडीके अँड बिन बिनच्या आतपर्यंत जायचं आहे. लक्षात येतंय? आणि हा पाथ कॉपी करायचा. हा ब्ल्यू कलर मध्ये दिसतोय, हा कम्प्लिटली पाथ कॉपी करून घ्यायचा आणि हा पाथ कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट वरती पेस्ट करायचा. राईट क्लिक करून डायरेक्टली पेस्ट होतो. ओके, जस्ट यू हॅव टू पेस्ट इट अँड क्लिक ऑन दी एंटर. डन. लक्षात येतंय? रिपीट करू दे. पहिल्यांदा तुम्हाला काय करायचं, सेट पाथ आणि सेट पाथ मध्ये तुमचा जावाचा जो फोल्डर आहे म्हणजेच तुम्ही जो जेडीके इन्स्टॉल केलेला आहे तो कुठे आहे चेक करायचा आहे. तिथून जेडीके मध्ये जाऊन बिन मध्ये जायचं. ओके, and you have to take this path and you have to paste it in the set path, and whatever path you are pasting you have to write it into double colon. Okay, next Java C. Java C is nothing but Java compiler. Java C is nothing but Java compiler, and here you have to write your program name, that is the first dot Java. First dot Java. Now it's compiled successfully and you will get here one dot class file is get generated at the backend. I will once again do it. See, आता इथं कुठलीही फाईल नाहीये जावा आणि ही टेक्स्ट डॉक्युमेंट व्यतिरिक्त. मी जेव्हा इथं प्रोग्राम कंपाईल करते कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट वर तेव्हा तुमचा जो जावाचा कोड आहे डॉट जावा, इट विल बी गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू बाइट कोड and it will be saved in the dot class file. Okay, with the help of a compiler. Now you can see at the background. Check this background. Okay, dot class file is get added, and if I will open it, it will be in the format of a bytecode. You can not easily read it. You cannot easily read it. Okay, so this is the bytecode conversion of your program. You cannot easily read it. It will be read by interpreter only, Java interpreter only. Okay, you will get some files, means some language like this. This is our message, but why we have written, what is the meaning behind that, we cannot find out over here. Okay, just it is converted into bytecode, and whenever you want to execute it, what you have to do, you have to write here Java. Now this Java act as an interpreter and class name. What is our class name? First. Class name is the first. When you enter it, you will get your actual message that we have written in our file. Welcome TY students for the first lecture. Understood? Any queries? Yes, students, any queries are there? You can ask me now. No issues. Whether you
ma'am.
need repetition?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Once again, see it. Now I will keep all these files in front of you. Okay. Now see, I will give some spaces. So in one window, you can see all these files. Now, once again, I will revise it. See it carefully. This is our Java program. First Java program. What we have done? We have created one class having name as a first. We have created one simple class naming as a first. We have declared our class as a public. Okay, we have declared our class as a public. In that, we have created one method, that is the main method, public static void main. Okay, this is the main method. Whenever you are creating any Java program, and in that Java program, in that class, if main method is there, then and then only this is the executable program. ज्या जावा प्रोग्राम मध्ये ज्या क्लास मध्ये मेन मेथड आहे तो तुमचा मेन क्लास असणार आहे. ओके, आपण ते बघूयात, म्हणजे नेक्स्ट लेक्चर्स मध्ये आपण ह्या सगळ्या कन्सेप्ट वन बाय वन शिकणार आहोत. पण जिथं मेन मेथड आहे, ज्या क्लासमध्ये मेन मेथड आहे, तो आपला मेन प्रोग्राम. Can you unmute your mic? Ankita. Okay, see here. Whenever you want to execute any Java program, at that time your main method must be present. That those classes who are having main method, only that classes are executable classes. Remaining are act as a supporting classes for that file. Right now our main method is present in the class having name as a first. So this is our main program file. If different classes are there, then you have to fetch it over here with the help of a object. ऑब्जेक्ट कन्सेप्ट आहेत. ऑब्जेक्टच्या वेळेला आपण बघूयात की बाकीचे क्लासेस कसे फेच करून घ्यायचे मेन मेथड मध्ये. ठीक आहे. नाउ स्टॅटिक, नाउ सी simultaneously we will see what is mean by static keyword. Whenever you are declaring any method as a static, at that time no need to create its object. ओके, जनरली जेव्हा जेव्हा आपण दुसरे क्लासेस आपल्या मेन क्लासमध्ये फेच करून घेतो, त्या केसमध्ये तो क्लास आपल्याला ऍक्सेस करायचा असेल तर ऑब्जेक्ट डिझाइन करावा लागतो. पण मेन मेथडचा ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करणं पॉसिबल आहे का? आतापर्यंत तुम्ही कधी चेक केले का मेन मेथडचा ऑब्जेक्ट असतो? येस, in oops, have you seen whether you need to access the main method, and for that you need to create an object for that class? Have you seen such a concept in the oops? No. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So whenever you want to access the main method, there is no need to create an object. But if you write only public void main, at that time it generates the error. And if you create the object of a first, but you cannot call it, because main method is directly called, and to call it we need to create it as a static. Means no need to create a object. And the string arguments are related to input output values. If you want to take the inputs from the command prompt, you can use this string arguments. And in Java, always string data type is started with a capital S. Okay, I will give you introduction when our strings will start, why it is with capital letters and all these things. Okay, then system out. System is related to input output statements that are present in that system folder. Okay, this is one type of a package. In that, out is one sub package, and in that println, then different functions are there. At that time I will show you. This println is the one method which is present in the main package called as the system sub package out, and in that println method is there. And with the help of a, we are displaying different messages on the console. And I have saved this file with the help of a class name first.java. First.java. And for running this program, what we have done, we have implemented compiler, JavaC compiler, and we have compiled our file. After compilation of Java file, it is converted into bytecode. Okay, it is converted into bytecode, and that bytecode is saved with the name as a first, because our class name is the first. That's why it is saved as a first, and it is a bytecode. That's why it is with extension as a dot class. बाइटकोड मध्ये सेव्ह होतोय. त्या बाइटकोडच्या फाईलचं नाव काय असणार आहे? क्लास नेम डॉट क्लास. क्लास मीन्स क्लास नेम, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये कम्प्लिटली बाइटकोड असणार आहे. अँड व्हेनेवर यू वॉन्ट टू इम्प्लिमेंट इट, यू हॅव टू जस्ट यूज द इंटरप्रिटर कॉल्ड एज द जावा अँड नेम ऑफ दॅट क्लास फाईल. क्लास फाईलचं नाव काय होतं? फर्स्ट. So we have get implemented our output. Okay, any queries?
Ma'am, you have to compile it every time.
No. If you implement, sorry, if you compiled for one, you can multiple times you can run it. But if you have made any changes in program at that time, you again compile it and then interpret, means execute it. Now see what happened. Just see this statement. What I will do, I will add here A and B. Okay. What I have done, I have added value A and B, but I have not compiled it. I want to just implement it. Whether that statement is printed over here?
No.
No, because what happened, whenever you will do any changes in your program, you have just saved it, but you have not compiled it. Means again, you have to generate its new bytecode and then you have to interpret. जोपर्यंत तुम्ही सेव्ह केलेला प्रोग्राम परत एकदा कंपाईल करत नाही तोपर्यंत ते चेंजेस त्या बाईट कोड मध्ये जाणार नाहीत. ही जी बाईट कोडची फाईल दिसते तुम्हाला फर्स्ट क्लास फाईल, ही पहिल्या स्टेटमेंट साठीची होती. आता जेव्हा तुम्हाला न्यू स्टेटमेंट इथं तुम्ही ऍड केलंय तर ती परत एकदा तुम्ही कंपाईल कराल त्याच केसमध्ये ती फर्स्ट डॉट क्लास मध्ये जाईल. नाउ सी आय विल recompile it because I have changed some statement or some data in the original file. Now I will once again compile it. Now you will get, I will open it. Now see, here that changes get displayed. मगाशी त्या फाईल मध्ये हा चेंज नव्हता. Yes?
Ma'am, we can't see that file.
Okay, sorry. Uh, One minute, I will stop sharing. Once again, I will share it. Okay, this is a bytecode file. Previously, this statement is not available. Have you seen that previous file? Okay, whatever changes I have made that will be compiled, and after compilation it is converted into bytecode. And now when you will execute it, okay, now that change is displayed on the command prompt. Okay, so whenever you will make any change in the Java file, then you have to recompile it. But if you have not done any change, then you can directly execute it because already class file, that is the bytecode file, is available with you. Now Java is called as the platform independent. See the difference, huh? Java is called as the platform independent, but JRE, Java Runtime Environment, is a platform dependent. We will see how it is a platform dependent in the next lecture, but now we will see why Java is called as the platform independent. Now see, I have already compiled my program. That dot class file is get generated over here. Now I want to move this file in the another machine. Okay, I want to move this dot class file in the another machine, but that machine should contain the Java. Okay, that machine should contain the Java, but then it may have the Linux, it may have the Mac OS, or it may have the Windows. Let it be whatever OS is there. It may have Fedora, CentOS likewise, but it must have the Java in the installed format. ज्या मशीन वरती जावा इन्स्टॉल्ड आहे त्या मशीन वरती तुम्ही ही डॉट क्लास फाईल डायरेक्टली एक्झिक्यूट करू शकता. Or in your machine, if you want to move it in another folder, you can. Now what I will do, I will copy this file. I will move this file in the E drive. Sorry, F drive. Right now I am in the E drive. Now I will move into the F drive. I will create one folder. Suppose having name as a AA, and in that I will save it. What I have done, just I have copied my dot class file and I have moved it into the AA folder. Now see, I have not executed Java program in this folder, but I have taken my bytecode in this folder and I want to implement it over here. For that, you need to come back, go to F drive. In that F drive, folder name is AA. Okay, set the path once again because we have shifted our folder. Set path and directly interpret that program. Okay, that's why Java is called as the platform independent. Okay, now what I will do, I will share this same file with you. Anybody is having Java installed in your laptop right now? कोणाकडे जावा ऑलरेडी इन्स्टॉल्ड आहे लॅपटॉप मध्ये? Yes, students.
Ma'am, which version we have to download?
You can use any version, updated or previous. Means 1.7 is also there, 1.8 is also there. You can use any one, no issues. Are you installing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so install it. Meanwhile, I will share this file in your group so you can take it. Just a minute, I will. Just a minute, I am stop my sharing. I will share with this file with you. And you can run it from your side. Okay, so you will get its meaning. What is meant by platform independent? Just orally you cannot find out it, but if you seen it from your side, then it will be very easy for us. I will share the file. I will share it with both divisions. Those who are having laptop, they can install the Java now. It will take very few minutes, 2 to 4 minutes likewise, and you can execute it. Vedangi, after installation of Java, just tell me. So I will host you so you can share your screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody of you can also try because this is a very simple concept. This is the one feature of a Java. Many features are there. Right now, I have covered only one feature. Okay. Platform independent. Rohit, are you trying from your side?
Yes, ma'am. I have tried it. It worked.
It works. Whether you got the output?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you share us?
Yes, ma'am. Just a second.
Ha.
Ma'am, it is asking for host permission.
1 minute. Yes, Rohit. Now you can share your screen. Yes, good. All of you got it? Why Java is called as the platform independent? Because I have created Java file in my machine. Okay, just I have compiled it. After compilation, I got bytecode, which is saved as a .class file, and I have shared that .class file with you, right? Right now, I have shared on both the groups, and Rohit has downloaded that file and he has interpreted on his machine. Okay, that's why Java is called as the platform independent. All of you got it? Okay. Vedangi, have you installed?
Yes, ma'am, it is taking time.
Okay, no issues. Rohit, right now you are working as a host, so share your host part to Vedangi so she can share her screen.
Ma'am, I have made you the host again.
Okay, okay. Just a minute, Vedangi. Now I have shared. Now you can share your screen. I have make you as a host. Okay. Anybody having any query related to this first program? You can ask me right now. Because in next lecture onwards we will start our actual syllabus. Just I have shown you how to design one program, how to run it. We have not gone through any syllabus point right now. Okay, just we have created a simple first program. Okay, because I want to give you idea how to design it, how to execute it. That's why I have first created one program so you can get an idea about the Java. Prashant, whether you want to say something? Okay, now Vedangi is installing. Meanwhile, give the attendance in the chat box. I will call the roll call number first A division, then B division. A division 1, 2, roll number 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just a minute. I will check directly. If anybody is absent, then I will mark in the chat box. Just a minute. And I am requesting you once again, whenever you are giving the names in this Zoom, start with your division, roll number, and then your name. So it will be very easy to take the attendance.
Ma'am, it is done. Can I share?
Yeah, no issues.
Can you see?
Yes, you can proceed. Okay. You have directly set the path in the environment setup.
No, ma'am, I have not set up. I just copied the file in that folder.
Okay, good. Okay, so all of you got it because Rohit also shared it and with you, and Vedangi also shared with you. So Java is a platform independent. Understood? Okay. Is there any queries? Because this is our first lecture, I know it, but still I'm asking. No queries? If you are having any queries, you can ask me right now. Okay, so I am taking the attendance. Just a minute, don't leave the session. I will drop in the chat box. Just check if anybody is present but not given the attendance. You can. Just a minute, I will share my screen. Vedangi, can you make me as a host or a
Ma'am,
TY?
CS. Okay.
CSTY. Okay, thank you. So you will also get the attendance. After taking the attendance, I will write division wise roll numbers in the chat box. Just check it. 49 to 50. Anybody is present from a division? Okay, so for a division, I will write the absent roll numbers. Just check it. If anybody is present, then mark attendance in the chat box. These are the absent roll numbers from A division. If anybody is present, then mark here. Meanwhile, I will take a B division. B division, why you are absent? So yes, be present regularly because this is helpful for you only because we are covering many points in a single lecture. Because as per the syllabus, we are having much points. We have to cover it within a time. So be present regularly for the lectures. When you will see different points, at that time you will be happy because it will be very interesting when you will start learning it. Okay, so I will check A division. A division for 51 and 41 is present. 1 minute. 1 minute. I will first take the A division. Then I will add the B division over here. Only mention the present roll numbers. Okay, not mention all because I have already taken the attendance. Those who have remained, only mention those roll numbers. B division, now check. I am adding your roll numbers. If you are present, then just drop here. These are the absent numbers from B division. Just check. If your number is there, then mention the roll number in the chat box. A division. Chat box मध्ये मी already present टाकलेली होती A division. Once again, I will revise it. If anybody is present, I will once again mark it in the chat box. Okay. B division 25 already taken.
Ma'am, we can't see your message in chat.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Once.
Ma'am, you send direct message to me, so that's why I was not
Ma'am,
seeing.
in that two, we have to select everyone.
Yes, by mistake I have clicked on that. 1 minute. This is A division presently. Sorry, absent numbers. Now I will share the B division also. Out of that, if anybody is present and I have marked as absent, just tell me. A46 B. Rahul, 55. Mention division with your name also. Okay. Anybody else? Other than this? Okay. B36, I have noted. Any queries? If you are not having any queries, then for today we will stop here because you are having one session at 11:45. B4, B55, B27. Anybody else who has not given the attendance? Okay, so you can take a lunch break because you are having one session at 11:45. You have to join it compulsory. After joining, take a screenshot and share on your group so we can take the A25. Yes, I have marked if A80 with us. Okay, so I have marked your attendance. No queries? Okay, so should we stop here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so make a revision of today's points. Just go through your syllabus, and from next lecture onward, we will start our actual syllabus. So thank you all of you and take care.